Poseidon had given King Minos a white bull to use as a sacrifice. Instead, the king kept the bull for himself and sacrificed another. In revenge, Poseidon, with the help of Aphrodite, made King Minos his wife. Pasiphae desired the bull. Pasiphae asked Daedalus to help her. Daedalus built a hollow wooden cow covered in real cowhide for Pasiphae so that she could mate with the bull. As a result, Pasiphae gave birth to the Minotaur, a creature with the body of a man but the head and tail of a bull. King Minos ordered the Minotaur to be imprisoned and kept in the labyrinth built by Daedalus for this purpose. In the story of the labyrinth told by the Hellenes, the Athenian hero Theseus is challenged to kill the Minotaur, finding his way back with the help of Ariadne's thread. It is Daedalus himself who gives Ariadne the clue on how to escape the labyrinth. After Theseus and Ariadne ran away together, Daedalus and his son Icarus were imprisoned by King Minos in the labyrinth he had built. He couldn't leave Crete by sea, as King Minos kept a strict watch on all ships, allowing none to sail without being carefully searched. As Minos also controlled the land routes, Daedalus set to work making wings for himself and his son Icarus. Using bird feathers of various sizes, thread and beeswax, he moulded them to resemble the wings of a bird. When they were both ready for flight, Daedalus warned Icarus not to fly too high, because the heat of the sun would melt the beeswax, which held his feathers together, and the wings would break, nor too low, because the sea foam would soak the feathers and make them heavy, and he would fall. After Daedalus and Icarus passed through Samos, Delos Elabinthos, Icarus disobeyed his father and started flying high towards the sun. He flew very close to the sun. Without warning, the sun melted the wax, which held the feathers together, and they fell off. Icarus kept flapping his wings, but he realized he had no feathers left and was flapping his featherless arms. Icarus could feel hot, sticky wax dripping from his arms and could see loose feathers. The feathers, one by one, fell like snowflakes, and down, down and down he went into the sea, where he sank and drowned. On seeing Icarus's wings floating in the sea, Daedalus wept, cursed his art, and after finding Icarus's dead body on the shore of an island, buried Icarus's body on the shore of the island. After burying Icarus, Daedalus travelled to Camico in Sicily, where he stayed as a guest under the protection of King Cocalus. There Daedalus built a temple to Apollo and hung up his wings as an offering to the god. In an invention, Daedalus flies to Cuma and founds his temple there instead of in Sicily. Minos, meanwhile, sought out Daedalus, travelling from town to town, asking him a riddle. He presented a spiral shell and asked for a rope to be passed through it. When he reached Camicus, King Cocalus, knowing that Daedalus would be able to solve the riddle, accepted the shell and gave it to Daedalus. Daedalus tied the rope to an ant, which, attracted by a drop of honey at one end, walked through the shell, tying it all the way round. With the riddle solved, Minos realized that Daedalus was in the court of King Cocalus and insisted that he be delivered. Cocalus agreed to do so, but persuaded Minos to take a bath first. In the bath, the daughters of Cocalus killed Minos, possibly by pouring boiling water over his body. One version of the story says that he retired to the Cretan colony of Telmessos, ruled by Minos' estranged brother, Sarpedon, and while wandering outside the city, he was bitten by a snake and died.